sexy, so cool, such a perfect gentleman.
What up, Facebook? Good morning, man. Back on here trying to get this thing done. Look, I am definitely having a great day today. We're doing this thing, man. It's good morning to y'all. What an epic weekend, man. Had a great weekend, man. Good morning, Maisha. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to Maisha. Maisha. Yeah, good morning. Maisha is saying good morning to us on the flow. So make sure that you are able to put your posts. I'll highlight your posts on the side of the thing. Good morning, Maisha. She is. I give her props out to the Asheville Cigar Club of Oklahoma. She is the vice president of the Asheville Cigar Club Midwest region. No, she is the president. I'm sorry, not vice president. Let me get myself correct on this. She is the president of the Asheville Cigar Club in Oklahoma City. The president, you right, prayers of the Midwest region and the Oklahoma City Cigar Club, y'all. Good morning to y'all this morning. And boy, am I feeling good. What a hell. Man, I'm going to tell y'all something. I've had a hell of a weekend. And now that I'm highlighting that, let me see if I can get this graphic up here. I want to show that too to come up. Hey, look, I want to put this up here. We're talking with y'all. Y'all see that the Veterans PSSITA Cigar Club put some smoke in the air. I got to update the logo and put that Space Force on there. But hey, to all veterans this morning, hey, we are glad to have you, man. And we are broadcasting live. What are you smoking on today? Today I am smoking a Perdomo 20th anniversary Maduro cigar. Man, it is delicious. I'm having my coffee this morning with Q told me about this Agavelas tequilas and cream. I'm having that in my coffee. Yes, Maisha, I have taken it and ran with it. So coffees and cream, man. Look, it is a beautiful thing to be out there on this thing. Back with talking with Tommy, the logo popped up. I put up the Veterans PSSITA so y'all can see that. Yeah, I bought it, Maisha. I got it. I found it. It wasn't the mocha, it was the original. But I'm gonna have to try to find that mocha so I can get it. So that's the thing. So you can see that. So when you can see the chat box and all that stuff like that coming up on you, you got that. We'll put a chat overlay on there and see if we can talk and put stuff in there like that. But hey, it's been great, man. I had a hell of a weekend, man. Hell of a weekend. Maisha has a event coming up. Let me know when I need to send that money for that cabana, baby, because I'm coming out of that cabana. We're gonna be posted up at your event. I am gonna be there with bells on. Coming to it, baby. I'm feeling pretty damn good this morning, man. It's one of those things where I got my stuff on here. Why is these comments coming up like that? I don't know what's going on, but we're doing that. Hey, we're working it out, man. Talking about some different things. Hey, look, I want to come on here today because I want to talk about some of the things that I've been experiencing on the last day or so. Like over the few last weeks, man. Let me tell you something, man. Uh, Naisha says she's excited about the event. But I'm excited for you. I truly am. I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna bring my gang out there and we're gonna party it up at your event to be able to do it. I'm glad you got it off the ground. A lot of people talk about what they're gonna do. Hey, it take a few people to do what they're gonna do. And that's just good. You know enough people to where your event was to be supported. And I hope, hey, if you out here in Oklahoma and you want to be around good people, because she is good people, there's no ands, if, and buts about that. But what you heard, she is a good person. And I know she's going to put on an outstanding event for Oklahoma City, man. So that's going to be good. Let's rep our city, man, because this is a beautiful city, man. Listen, I am happy to be in OKC, man. This has become my home. My tribe is here. Who I hang out with, how I hang out with them, is right here in Oklahoma City. So it's been a beautiful thing. Everybody getting ready to go back to school. I think Oklahoma City schools start their schools this week. Coming in on Thursday. Man, it is beautiful out here this morning. Rain is coming down. It has cooled off because it has been hotter than fish grease out here in these streets, man. You don't even want to go outside. People ask me what I'm doing. I tell them air conditioning because that's what I'm doing. I am doing air conditioning, and I'm telling you, this is crazy, man. This heat has been something that has been off the freaking chain. So look, hey, I am uh I am really excited. Really, 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 really excited, man, about what's going on, how things are going. Uh uh School is starting back in Oklahoma City here shortly. Edmonds schools and all of that stuff is starting back. Um, and thank God these kids going back to school. You know what I mean? These kids are going back to school. And like I said, Maisha, send me that flyer, man, for your thing. You got my number. Text me that flyer, and I'll put it up on my page whenever I'm talking about it to highlight your event because we need to support you. We need good things happening here in Oklahoma City, and we have some good things going on in Oklahoma City, man. Let me tell you, it is beautiful, 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 beautiful to be there. So this is what I'm smoking on right here, yo. So I can put it up on my pages and blast it out because she's good people trying to do good things in the city. You know what I'm saying? And we need good stuff, man. This is going. I am 99.9% sure that this is going to be a grown folk event that you want to be at. You know what I mean? So I want y'all to come out and support my sis, Maisha, and her and front porch. I think it's front porch smoking. Is that right? That we doing it on. So we're gonna promote this. We're gonna give her all the love. And I'm down for a cabana. I got one. I'm getting one of these cabanas. I'm gonna put that shit on there and do what I need to do. So I got her photos. She sent it to me. I got that. We're gonna help support her and get her event up. I'm gonna try to go in here on Facebook. I know I'm probably still broadcasting, y'all. But here we go. Let me see if I can download this picture. She sent me the picture. Look. All right. Let's see if I can download this. Nope. Don't want to forward it. I want to save it and download it. Bam. Download. So it's downloaded. I'm getting ready to put it up on my page here because, hey, like I said, when good people are doing stuff, man, you want to make sure that uh, that you are doing things to help them because she is good people, man. So let's get this up here. Oh, bam! I got it. Get ready to show that on the page. Hey, look, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all this page and fly it. There it is. I got it up on the site now. There it is. If you can see it up in the top right hand corner of what it is, this is the event that she's doing right there. So you want to have a good time in OKC? Look, you need to come up and hit this event and be able to do that. So the event is going to be it's a sunset and cigars. It's September the 2nd. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. $10 in advance for the tickets. It's front porch smoking in OKC. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna go on and send my $10 right now so I can get my ticket for the grown and sexy event. And then I'm getting, hey, I'm gonna roll up on a cabana. You know what I mean? I got you, Maisha. I got you posted up on my thing. Sunset and Cigars, y'all. We're doing this in Oklahoma City. We got a supporter. Make sure you guys are coming out to support this event. Hey, I think she's gonna have cabanas, bottle service, all of that stuff like that. Listen, if you ain't there, you square. Putting it like that right there. It's gonna be a great event, great people. I know she's gonna muster up a lot of people that's gonna come to this event. So I'm happy to see it happening. And hey, it is what it is. You got to put your team together to make things happen. That is for sure. I'm gonna broadcast it against all my things. Because again, like I said, good people. When good people do good things, you got to support them, man, and that's the biggest thing. Show that love to Maisha and her event that's getting ready to come up September the 2nd. The Cash App is on the flyer. I'm gonna post it to my pages, and we're just gonna talk about this thing, man. That's a beautiful thing. Glad that you putting this stuff out here, Maisha, and I'm glad you're trying to do something for the city. I'm appreciative because that's what we do. Hey, look, I want to talk about some good stuff that's getting ready to come down the pipe. So one of the things that I noticed when I'm out here, I've been traveling a lot, man. I've been hitting city to city. I'm putting that poster, where the hell is Tommy? Uh, if you don't know this setting, you haven't been on my lives or whatever has been going on inside for me. If you haven't seen this, is that you have to be able to take and decompress for yourself and get out of just get out. So this weekend was a weekend for me to where I was able to go somewhere, just relax. And I'm gonna tell you what I done. Just to tell you how I relaxed. I went in a room and I just watched episodes. And hey, if y'all haven't seen this show, Johnson's, hey, go check that series out, man. Especially if you're a black guy or African American individual, do ever how you represent yourself. You want to be able to represent yourself. So make sure you go in and you represent yourself to be able to um, take some time for yourself and just unwind, man. I really appreciated this weekend because man, I got away. I've been having a lot of stuff happen with my nephew passing away and just a lot of people checking out, man. And it's been crazy because whether it be friends, family, whatever, it's just been difficult, man. It's been difficult. And I think I was doing a lot of things just to try to take my mind off of what was happening around me. Um, so I guess when you said, I was kind of like in my feelings, you know what I'm saying? And uh that's what I was doing. I was in my freaking feelings, man. You know what I'm saying? So when I say I was in my freaking feelings, I was in my freaking feelings. And there's so many things going out around in the city, and being able to see uh in the city where you'll be able to see what's going on. Vonna, hey Vonna, what's up with you? So it's one of those things to the point when you get up on this thing, you kind of like uh get out and just have a good time, man. So I'm single, I'm out here doing whatever. And it's hard to meet good people, man. So, you know, I'm looking for things for people to put things together for somebody for us to, hey, black, single, and ready to mingle. That's 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 what it is. You know what I mean? So thinking about putting some things together to try to help that uh have that thought pattern. You know what I mean? But we got a great time with friends this weekend, man. So when you're coming out to the thing that's coming up, the black single and ready to mingle, we're gonna try to get that done. And I'm ready just to get out and meet some new people, man, and just create an atmosphere where we all can just have a good time. It's going to be at some different spots, man. Trust me, I'm building the flyers for this thing now, and going to start the pages for it. But as I get ready to, I just wanted to highlight this event at Sunset and Cigars. My crew will be at Sunset and Cigars. We're gonna have a cabana. Get ready, Vonna. We going. We gonna lay it out. We're gonna be under the cabana with bottle service, all that stuff. Telling the kid, hey, we there. And then my dudes is gonna be there as well. I'm excited about that September the 2nd. If God is willing, hey, I'm gonna be at this event and we're gonna turn up, y'all. And I think it's a white party too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look at the flyer again and tell y'all. So the flyer, yes, it's a white party, grown and sexy, with a splash of color in your white party. I like that. I like that. I like the fact that it's gonna be sexy like that, and it's gonna, you know, the whole, you got to be out here ready to do whatever it is you got to do. Hey, I was watching videos this morning, and I was listening to this guy talk. Hey, look, this is some grown people shit. You know what I mean? If you're not ready to be involved with somebody, don't get in a relationship, man. If you got to have grown people conversations to find out exactly where you are and what you're doing. You know what I mean? If you're not ready to be in that relationship, tell them what it is. You know what I'm saying? But don't mess with people. Don't play with their hearts. Don't do whatever it is you got to do. Hey, I raise my hand. I've been guilty of that myself. But it's time to grow up. We're too old for this shit, man, to be out here in the middle of trying to play games with somebody or do something with them. Hey, if you're just dating a person and you want to see other people, tell that person that's what you're doing. Or if you've been with a person for a while and y'all been in this thing for a while, it's not working out. Why go cheat on that person? Just move around. Let that person know that you're not into them like that, or that your feelings for them have changed and that you're ready to move on. Don't have somebody out here lingering uh lingering in the situation to the point to where you got their feelings all up in it. They all in love with you, and you out here moving in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? Just let them know. Don't play games. You know what I mean? Don't play games with those people. Move on. Be grown enough to say, hey, this is what it is. Don't take their option and their choice away. You'd be surprised. Maybe they will want to deal with you. And especially when you meet people, tell them, hey, I'm dating people or I'm doing whatever. Be honest about whatever it is that you're doing when you're going through whatever you're going through. So, do that, man, because nobody wants to be involved in some shit where you have them entangled in some shit, and then the next thing you know, they uh getting backdoored by some shit because it's popping up on and it's a whole thing. Like, just let them know what you got going on. Let them know how you feeling and how you moving this morning. And it's just amazing, man, that you're able to do this thing. I listen. I'm too damn grown to be setting up in here wondering about crazy stuff. Let that person know. Let them do whatever. Like I said, the talking with Tommy emblem is normally up, but I'm highlighting my friends' white party with a splash of color, September the 2nd, cigars and sunsets. Uh, It's front porch smoking in Oklahoma City, OKC. Make sure you come in and support the event. I'm getting ready to switch back to my logo, which is the talking with Tommy. Hey, look, there you are. We just talking with Tommy this morning, y'all. Black, single, and ready to mingle. What I was saying with that, as you get ready to do this and you get ready to, because we're getting ready to get these events kicked off, we're going to be in different places and we want y'all to come and support these events. Let's meet some good people because people are out here looking for each other, but they don't want to deal with no bullshit. They just don't want to deal with it. They don't want to be in the middle of no mess whatsoever. So I'm asking that, if you've grown enough to deal with it, or if you're in my circle, I'm asking you to be grown enough to have the conversation that you need to have so that you don't end up hurting somebody, making them become bitter, making them become mad, and then they take that on to the second thing that they're dealing with. Because when you put somebody through that, it makes it hard for them to come back from it and do whatever. And like I said, I'm not putting this on everybody. I've been guilty of this shit myself. You know what I'm saying? I've been guilty of the fact that I've done that. You know what I mean? And I accept full responsibility for my actions and what I've done and how I've done it. But it's time to grow up. It's time to get out of that mantra of being able to do whatever it is you want to do. I got a young daughter, and as she get ready to go out here, I want her to find somebody that has that openness to say to her and give her the choice. I mean, if she wants to deal with somebody like that, that's seeing other people or doing whatever, that's her choice. But if you're really trying to get with somebody, be with somebody, um, and develop a relationship with them, then do that. Don't be out here running the streets. Don't be out here having them find out shit behind their back and all of this other kind of stuff. Be grown, man. Be grown. We're too damn old to be out here playing games with each other. When you get at our age, you don't need to be dealing with no crap like this, man. You don't need to be dealing with whether your person or the person you messing with has got you out here looking stupid. You know what I mean? You don't want to be out here looking stupid, and then everybody know about it except for you. You know what I mean? Everybody know about it. Everybody know about it except you. If I say please be 100, don't be. Uh, just say what you say and feel what you feel that you're able to come across it and uh doing whatever you need to be doing. You know what I mean? So when you come on to this and you get into this thing, be honest, man. You know what I'm saying? Be friends with who you gonna be friends with. But if you out here on the grind and you really trying to find, there's some good people out here, and I'm saying men and women. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I have to be honest. Some men take some stuff behind whatever it is that they're going on. But women take the blunt of this because men, you know, don't know how to have grown up conversations with a woman to be able to tell them what their intentions is. You want to hide it. You don't want to tell them what it is that you're doing and how you're getting into it. Why can't you just be honest and tell that person exactly what's going on with you? You know, and that's one of the biggest things. You ought to be honest. You ought to be able to say, "This is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm handling myself. This is how I'm moving." And when you're able to do that, then you're able to just come up on it and say, "Hey, this is me. This is how I'm getting down. You know, this is how you're getting down." And hey, you are sitting here having a conversation with grown people, trying to get grown people to react in the way that they're reacting and saying what they want to say. But hell, be honest. Don't what I'm saying? Be black, single, and ready to mingle. If that's what you want, go get that. Do your thing, man. Enjoy life and go on dates, have people take you out. And then when you get serious with one another, be serious and have conversations that you need to be. I was listening to the guy. Hey, you got to sit down and have communication with one another, and let each other know what you expect out of being in something with somebody. You have to be able to do that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get off my horse with that this morning, but I just want people to be able to do that and do what you need to do. Like I said, I am smoking on a uh, uh, Maduro Perdomo uh, uh, cigar. If you love cigars, man, I love them. I really do. I love me a good cigar, man. I love me a good cigar. I love the fact that it's all good, man. So, because what happens is, I hope you're smoking on something nice. If you're smoking on something nice, leave it in the comments. But this thing, man, about this relationship and dating shit, we make this way harder than what it has to be. And like I said, I'm guilty of that myself, from being able to say that, to have this conversation with everybody, to be able to communicate what you got going on, how you got it going on. I'm guilty of that. I have to say that. You know what I'm saying? I made some people bitter, man, because I didn't want to have the fucking grown up conversations. I'm just lingering with them, letting them do whatever, and it makes a person become bitter. And you fuck it up. You fuck it up because you can't be honest. And Vonna says, she's saying that it's so simple. It's so simple, but I don't know if it's simple, but I know you need to have those conversations. You know what I mean? You got to have those. You got to have those. You got to have the conversations. It's not simple, because if it was simple, I wouldn't be sitting up here talking about it with you to tell you that you gotta do whatever. Being big on communication is a big thing, but it's not really that simple, because if it was that simple, we all would be doing it. And it's tough today to be in a relationship, and for that relationship to last, because right now, I do believe that I don't know if relationships are simple, but we do make it hard. We make it hard because we can't communicate. And when I say growth, man, it takes growth for you to be able to sit out here and say to somebody that, hey, look, this is me. And I'm being on here. I'm being transparent, because I try to be transparent in everything that I'm doing now, because truth is big for me right now. I got a great group of friends. I have an awesome tribe. I got great people that I deal with, and I just want you to be able to. em- I just want to be able to embrace them, and I want to be able to embrace them in a way where I'm not disrespecting somebody, to where I'm not playing with somebody's feelings. They actually openly know what I'm doing and who I am. It's not that I don't like them. It's not that I don't feel a certain way about them. But I'm out here just trying to find out. And people ask me, well, how do you know if you're in the right thing? You'll know. You'll know, because when you're with a person and you're trying to do it, it'll make you set your ass down somewhere. It really will. It will make you sit down somewhere to the point to where you don't even want to. You're focused in on that person. You're doing the things that you need to do to to be in that relationship, and you're gonna make it foster and do whatever. Take some trips together, spend some time together. Do different types of things. Just don't get in a rut to point to where you are um, emotionally spent in dealing with somebody. You see what I'm saying? And that runs both ways, because again, I wasn't mature enough to have that conversation. I wasn't mature enough to let the person know that this is not what I wanted anymore. You know what I'm saying? So in me not being mature enough and being able to have that type of grown up conversation, I hurt somebody. You see what I'm saying? And that's me. I'm taking full responsibility for my action, taking full responsibility for what it is that I need to do, how I need to do it, how I need to get down, all of that stuff like that, man. You know, the tribe is big. The tribe is be the person that you want to be in your life, man. And from this point forward, I'm 52 years old, and you know what I'm saying. It ain't getting no easier. Um, Just because you still got them winking at you, don't mean that you're supposed to destroy them or make this hard for them. You know what I mean? Just because you still got them winking at you, don't mean that you got to go out here and participate in the madness. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Be honest, be truthful where you are. Tell them where you at and give them the choice, whether it be male or female, to either deal with you or not deal with you. So we're up off of that. Okay. So this is what I want to find out. Like uh I ordered from Timu. Have you ordered from Timu, and what's the quality of stuff that you got coming in? So I track my Timu stuff. It's been shipped now. I'm waiting for it to come in. And as it comes in, I'm going to highlight some of the things that I bought. Talk about the quality of what I sent. Let me tell you something. I ordered some t-shirts the other day because I order a few things that uh I order a few things that you can't uh uh from Timu, and I've been trying to find out what is the quality of the things that you get from Timu. Anybody on here order from Timu? If you have, put that stuff in your comments or the blog. Let me see that because I am really, really interested in uh trying to I'm trying to understand if it's gonna be quality stuff. I mean, I know everybody's on that Sheen thing because I see people ordering from Sheen all the time. So, uh, uh, and I'm just trying to say, what is it that you do? So when you having, I'm just curious, man. I'm excited about the Timu order because that shit is cheap, man. But I'm wondering if it's really gonna be cheap stuff. Is it cheap stuff that comes from Timu? Who in here has ordered from Timu? Who on here from the live event? We just all over the place. We don't talk about relationships. We don't talk about what we smoking, being in your feelings. You know what I mean? All of that. So that's the Timu thing. I'm just curious to whether you guys have ordered from Timu and whatever you got from Timu. Is it of quality? Is it something that you can keep, or is it something that you just buy for an event, a simple wear event, and you're actually done with that? Okay. Uh, cool. I want to see if it's better. Our coworker, Barbara Millicent Roberts, making history. $1 billion at the box office and counting. It sounds like a dying animal and laughing. So, another thing I've done recently is I bought a cricket. I think I spelled it right. I don't know if I did or not. If I spelled it wrong, y'all forgive me. I'm on his thing. I bought a cricket, and I am trying to get some training on how to operate this cricket. Somebody was supposed to be coming to help me with this thing and show me how to use it, but I ain't gonna call no names on here to be able to tell me what is going on with it. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just doing what I need to do to try to make things do what it do. But I'm gonna let y'all know how it turned out for me when I bought this cricket, and to be able to see if I can use it. Yeah, okay. It sounds good, Vana, but my cricket still got dust on it because I haven't heard or seen anything about my cricket lighting up or doing whatever. People be talking all the time. You know what I mean? But talking about they gonna help me. That ain't no lie. That is no lie. That seems to be our mantra when we. Uh, hey Karen, how are you? Hey y'all, I got a lot of beautiful people around me, man. That's one of the biggest things. And a cricket is a device that where you can make stenciling and stuff to put up in your house or t-shirts, coffee mugs, all kind of stuff. It's pretty neat. uh, that it's all good. You know what I mean? So we out here making it do what it do, and somebody is supposed to be trying to teach me how to use my cricket. But when they come to my house, they always end up smoking their BLKs and drinking, and they can't focus on the task at hand. So I guess I'm just gonna have to put it on the back porch while we sitting out here, and then have them do it while they doing all of that, acting like I'm Dr. Phil. I'm not Dr. Phil. You know what I mean? But it's all good. It's all good. You know, it's just one of those things that's happening when you're out here doing what you do. But I guess they're gonna get around to showing me how to use it. You know, I guess they're gonna get around showing me, telling me how to use this cricket and try to do on all the things like this. But like I was saying earlier, I'm gonna go back to uh uh being in your feelings. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in your feelings, uh when you're in your feelings and you got things going on, you just when she said she said, yeah, Vanna, that's what I feel like when you over here be venting and shit. Vanna be going off over here, y'all. But she keep me entertained, and we keeping each other entertained through our when we uh when we sitting over here talking. You know what I mean? So we sit over here and we talk. We pontificate upon life, and and talk about uh uh what is going on. So that, yeah, we sit around and talk, and that's one of the things that you got to be able to do and be for your friends. And that's one of the things. Really, are you a friend to your friends? Can you really be there for them and tell them because you want to be able to be that for your friends, you know what I mean, to be able to talk to them and say to them, hey, look, this is what it is. Can you be there for them? Can you listen to them? Can you say to them that, hey, what you're going through is valid, man. Your valid feelings, man. When you're going through relationship stuff or something that's going on, you can't tell them that, I don't know, you just, hey, it's okay to feel the way you feel, man. If you in your feelings, hey, you are in your feelings, and it's okay to be in your feelings. If you don't want to be upset with them, it's okay to be upset with them. If you do, if you don't, whatever it makes sense. Karen, it is really good to be heard. And one of the biggest things that I say about that is that, especially when you're in a relationship with somebody that it's you can't you can't you can't talk to somebody and feeling like you're not being heard. And sometimes, even though you hear them and you don't take their advice, people feel like that they not being heard. And it's not one of those things to the point to where I mean, why you got to prove yourself to somebody over some stuff that you're feeling? Shit, it's the way you feel, and ain't nothing wrong with the way that you feel. You just got to be, you just got to be where you are and what you're doing. So the agenda has been that. You know what I'm saying? Are you a friend to your friends? Are you able to give them sound, solid advice that doesn't make them feel like that they're stupid for what they say or how they say it or what they're going through? Can you just be a friend and listen to them, talk to them, go through the moments and the issues with them? You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's one of those things. It's raining out here. I can't get in the pool, y'all. So I'm up on here just really talking and trying to have a good morning and having the conversations that we need to do. as I get ready to do all of this, I'm getting ready to understand that these things are fluent. I tell about all the time when I talk to my friends, you can't help who you love. You just in it. You know what I mean? And when your heart is in it, it's in it, man. But it's just one of those things to where we we really have to have grown up conversations with ourselves at this point in our life and tell each other, even though you love that person, sometimes that shit ain't good for you, man. It's just not good for you, and you can't be mad because that person feel like that you're not good for them. I mean, that you're not in a place where you can, you know what I mean. And that don't mean that you don't care about them. That don't mean that you don't, uh, you know, that don't mean that you're not having, that you don't care about them or that you don't want to go through anything with these people. And yes, Karen, it sucks. It sucks. It really does. It sucks to be in a place where you really care about a person and you're doing whatever, and it is to the point to where you are, feel like you're sacrificing yourself. You know what I mean? Because you're in love with a person and you can't help that. Your heart is just in it, man. And it's just in it for a reason. You know what I mean? Hey, I can tell y'all straight up, if I can be honest, you know what I'm saying, and talk to people, you have to have feelings for whatever. You can't be do dirty or a dog and doing all kind of doggish ass shit to people, and then expect people to be okay with you. And then when you say something about it to them, about it, it becomes something that's blown up. We arguing about shit uh that really don't even matter, man. You know what I mean? What are we arguing about? We're arguing about the fact that you've done something wrong, and when I bring it to you, you're not able to. I'm not able to bring it to you. I'm not able to say to you what I'm feeling or how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not able to do that. You know what I mean? But why? Why do I have to suppress the way that I'm feeling because you can't get in touch with the way you feel? Yet you can't have this grown person conversation. That you can't get up in the middle of this, whether it be man or woman, and you're dealing with this because men go through the same thing that everybody else go through, and it's just not feasible in order for you to be able to do that. Uh, when you say, let's see, uh, I'm loving this program. Every That's easy to say, Karen. That to be able to do it. Don't let somebody care about. Don't let somebody that you care about or that you're in a relationship with take you to a place to where you can't be loved. Uh, that's my boy T. What's up? What's up, T? You know what I'm saying? Glad to have another brother up in here. And he's saying that it's all about communication. I really do believe that, man. I'm learning that as you start to deal with people, that it is about communication and how you are dealing and talking with everybody and being able to do that. Hey, that's a long time acquaintance of mine, Thomas Cheeks, man, that's up here on a thing. Uh, we used to work together, work for me and work with each other, doing all that stuff like that. Great guy, man. And trust me, we've been through some stuff together through the fire to be able to say what it is and how we get along and all of that stuff like that. And stand on what they do and quit playing the victim. Well, and I don't know if I don't know if it's about them playing the victim, Barner. I think it's the fact that, like, okay, so when we're talking about this, when you say, "Am I playing the victim?" Are you really playing the victim, or are you really trying to divert from some of the things that you're doing? I don't want to use it. I use myself. You know what I'm saying? When I was in a relationship, I didn't feel like the relationship was where it was going or how I wanted to go. But I just wasn't grown up enough to have that conversation with the person to tell them that it wasn't what I needed. Uh, uh, this shit is hard, man. You know what I mean? Being grown up is it, and that's one of the biggest things. Is being grown up is it. They said, I want. Yeah, that's a good comment. That is a good comment, Karen. That to say that's not going to stop you. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling that way because it's one of the biggest things that you can do. It is to have somebody having you in the middle of it and having you hurt somebody else because of some actions of their own. You know what I mean? Hey, Cheeks, I'm glad you came from the barrel, man. I got to get back to North Carolina, and hang out in the borough. Hey, that was one of the best cities I ever lived in. Was being in the borough in Greensboro, North Carolina. Man, I really enjoyed my time there as I lived there. You know what I mean? So it's cool. Glad you got a trip to go back, man. I see your sons are getting bigger, man, and doing all the things that they do. Oh, you know well that you know what? I guess that's true, Vana, when you say that that you are people play the victim to try to avoid one of that. But I mean, if you're guilty of whatever it is that you're guilty of, you just take it and do what uh you take what you take and you deal with what you deal with. You know what I mean? And it's all good. say, say you saw Angie, she's still. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad to hear that, man. I gotta call her, man. I think I got her number somewhere. I gotta call her, man. I don't know if her number is the same. If you got her number, Chick, shoot it to my inbox, man, so I can give her a call, man. I would love to hear from her, man. But one of the biggest things that I say about life is that you just got to take this thing as it comes. Uh, and yes, you're right, Vonna. People gotta grow up and stand on what it is that they believe, how they believe it, and what's going on with them. You know what I mean? You've got to be able to stand on that. I mean, and that's the point where I am in my life is that I'm grown now. I am grown up. I have mentally and physically matured to the point to where I'm having conversations that I need to have. You know what I mean? And it don't easy. And it's difficult being single and being out here dating people because when you are of quality, let me put it to you like this. When you are of a quality person, and I just say that, and you have to define what quality is to you and what you see in a person. But when people see that from you and see that you have it together and that you're doing things, they want to lock that down. They want to be um, they want to be committed to you and have you to be committed to them. And that process is uh, you have to be able to say to them where you are and what you can and can't give them. That is the most difficult thing for me in dating and being in a relationship is this is what I can give you. I have a friend that is just it's simple. It's a friendship. They let you know that it's a friendship. They make you pause the button and be like, hey, look, we are getting to know each other. That's it. Let's keep it at that. And that's what it's gonna be. Y'all are grown. You gotta be able to deal with that, man. You gotta be able to accept that. You gotta be like, and you feeling some kind of way because listen, if you the prize, you the prize. Nobody can change that. Nobody can make it any different. Nobody can have you in your feelings unless you get in your feelings. You know what I mean? That you're able to do that. Uh, I'm gonna put this on the screen because that was a big one right there. I was trying to read it, but I'm learning that I can read it on the screen. So this is my bro say. Yeah, and you know what, Chief? That is so freaking true. What you just put on the screen, man, is that it's a learned thing, man. You know, I learned from hustlers and being able to do whatever at that point, man. That it takes a grown ass person to be able to just have those conversations and say, hey, look, man, this is it. If you will just talk to that person, let them know how you feel and respect them, because I've been Mr. Wrong for Mrs. Right for quite a while, you know what I mean? And that's the biggest thing. But can you grow in that? Do you mature in that? Do you learn from that? And I'm thankful, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for the point that, even though it didn't work out from my ex, and I don't have any issues with him. The point of the thing that the relationship taught me was that I needed to grow up as a man and have conversations with a person so that I can move forward and have something of substance. You know what I mean? Because we don't live in the era of our grandmamas and mamas no more, and people are not putting up with it. Here's the problem: people have got themselves together, and they get a little bit of money, they do this, they do that, and they don't have to put up with whatever they have to put up with back in the day. So it's kind of tough in order for you to be able to have those type of conversations and relationships, because people are not putting up with that shit because they don't have to, because you are together, that you are. uh so this is a comment that's low. Whoa. Karen just dropped the bombshell right there. Let's see what she's talking about. She said some people still have their mama into their problems instead of handling it themselves. And that may be the case, but that's a part of growing up, Karen. You have to grow up because your circle is your circle. And if your mom is important to you and they come across and want to give you advice, you have to be able to accept the advice. I'm sorry for all the background noise. It is raining out on my back porch. That's where I am. And I mean, that is such a profound conversation that you're having, that I want to put that back up on the thing. So I'm gonna put this back up on the screen one more time with Cheek. That this, because this is a profound conversation that he said he learned through counseling. Uh, that some of these traits, it also come from how we were raised, and you know, shit. Maybe we need to be in therapy, because ain't nothing wrong with therapy. You react and do the things you want to do because it's a deflection mode, or saying that you're the victim. Well, I'm putting it out here like this: you're not the victim. You only become the victim when you allow yourself to be placed in that role, because you want to justify the shit that you've done. You know what I mean? And you cannot justify what you've done if you're playing that role. So uh so I'm gonna put that back on the screen, what Vonna said. Listen, her mama's in a circle, but she don't put on a relationship because the mama is always going to react as a mama, and they don't want to see their child hurt. But this is what I would say to that: my mama real, and she'll tell me when I'm wrong, and that's her thing. She'll hurt my feelings and tell me that I'm wrong for doing this, or that you're doing this. And Tommy, she called me Tommy Jr. You need to set your behind down somewhere, grow up, find you a person, and do all of those type of things. And I tell her, mom, it's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? Because again, when you meet that representative, you know, it is hard to uh come back from that. And because the person will show you, that representative, when you come in to be able to meet them, they're going to show you what you want to see. But the one biggest thing that I do know, when you meet the representative, that shit looks good. It's all out there. They're coming in with all the the hoopla and the blood and telling you all of that, and it feels good and it sounds good and it touches your soul and your spirit. You got that tingle when you got that tingle when you're around them. But then shit, when that representative wear out and that true character comes in, that's where you really got to come in. And uh, because you'll you will you will begin to see what that person is about. Because the longer you're together, it's gonna drop that character out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough because you have to do that. Vonna says my mama will too, and in most cases I'm not wrong, but I keep her out of it because I know my mama. Mamas are listeners, but they protect their child, so how they respond may not always be good for you. That may be the case, and I respect that. But I just, I value the opinion of my mom. I talk to my mom. I let her know what's going on with me. And you probably may not should do that because your mom begins to develop a relationship or a thought about the person you with. And if you end up back with that person, then you could potentially cause problems in a relationship. And it says, oh, so okay. So Cheek feel the same way that Vanna does about getting family members involved in whatever it is that you're going through. And I guess I'm just lucky to be able to have a mom that is, that's why I miss my dad so much. I miss my dad from being in my life so freaking much. That's not even funny because he's kind of like me. He's non-judgmental. He's going to tell you not that his life reflected that, but he's non-judgmental, and I could always talk to him about what I was going through, and he'd give me the straight no chaser answer, regardless of whether I was his son or doing whatever. And he would tell me things that when you see a person's character, son, you got to have hard conversations. And I didn't want to listen to that as I was growing up. But what I wouldn't give in order to be able to have those conversations with him again. You know what I mean? Because I have went through a lot over these last couple of years, and I would love to have his advice, his tutelage, his whatchamacallit, because he was very good at that. And then he would listen to me, let me tell me. I would tell him the things that I needed to tell him, and then at the end, after I got done, he would be like, "You done?" I was like, "Yeah," because he listened. That's why he will listen. That's that you will. Vonna, don't be on here because Cheek is co-signing with you that you got to kind of get a choir with some pom poms, Vonna. Yeah, but y'all are telling the truth though. I mean, it does happen like that in a lot of ways, unless you're able to have those type of conversations with those people. Yeah, and Vaughn, I really truly believe that. But at some point in time, hopefully your parents are mature enough to be able to do it. But moms do that. They get a bad taste in your mouth. They be like, shit, that person ain't shit, whether it be male or female, and they're putting you on, and that's true. I'm gonna go and put that comment up there because that's true, Vaughn, with what you're saying. It's it's that, you know what I'm saying? And then okay, so maybe I am in the back of it. Maisha co-signed with the other three people inside of it. That you have to be able to do that. So that's cool. Yes, indeed. The what, Karen? What is that? What are y'all saying? Tell me what you're saying when you say yes, indeed. What does that mean? How does that set with them to be able to do that? So I'm curious. You know what I mean? to be able to have these talks and say whatever you're saying. You know, how was that? How was it done? You know, when you know, I just feel like when that character comes out after you meet the representative, when you meet this representative uh, of a person, you're all in with this person. You like, man, I got that. I talk, you know, this person is what I think they are. But then, bam, here it comes. The character comes out, man. The character of a person will show you who this person is, how this person is going down, when it's going to uh it's just coming out, you know? Uh I don't know. That's just my thought pattern about it. But you guys are right. I mean, there's no right or wrong answers inside of here, and I'm not judging anybody for what they say or how they go about saying it. You know, you can't do whatever it is. You know what I mean? Oh, um, so Doug Ronald getting another cosign. Her head gonna get big, y'all. If y'all keep agreeing with her, that's just that's just what it is. Her head gonna get big, and I ain't gonna be able to stand her because she gonna be up in here telling me, yeah, you see what I was right. You know, I'm just messing with you, Vonda. You know I got nothing but love for you. But y'all are making her head big on this chat and this talk because y'all are agreeing with her. I know she over at the house smiling and shit, Vonna. You know what I mean? So it's like it is what it is. But Vonna, you got me over here hollering. Now, when I know I'm really done with that person, I'm going to my mom and I'm telling it all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that I ain't mad at you, Vonna. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm the same way. You know, I had to tell my mom because she really liked the person that I was seeing and all of that stuff like that. But look, you mama, I got it. But at the same time, you know, it ain't good for me. You know what I mean? So she kind of hurt my feelings with some of the things she said, but I had to tell her where I was coming from. She apologized and said, son, only you know what you want and how you want to proceed in whatever your life is. I'm loving you no matter what. But she was honest about it, you know, and I took some of the things she said as as growth, you know what I mean? And I've grown. And then when you know, you cannot get mad at a person because of your actions. You cause them to feel a certain way. And when they start feeling that way, you can't pull back on it. You know what I mean? Accept what you done, accept who you are, accept the way that you made them feel. Now now that's the part that we don't want to hear. You know, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things. Yep, and she gonna go in on you. Ask you what took you so long. But that's the part that we don't want to hear from our parents. That's the part that we don't want to. That's the point that we don't want to be able to deal with and talk with and tell them, hey, and hear from our parents is that hey, look, you jacked up because you stayed in that thing too long. You should have cut sling load, and you don't want to start having that come back out on you. You know what I mean? But you got to own it as a grown ass person. You got to own what it is. You got to own. Hey, look, and this is why I always tell people you cannot help who you love. You really can't. You know. You can't. Everybody want to try to hide that fact in that person, but again, you can't help who you love. You can't help who you get involved with, and then you put that portion of your life into that. You mentally, physically, financially, you're developing into that person, and that person doesn't react the way you want them to. You get to feeling some kind of way. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, you just can't. I guess it ain't no two ways around it. All you guys are right, and I definitely appreciate you guys coming in my live and having this chit chat with me for us to be able to have this talk today. Because that woo, girl, that's gospel right there. Your mind might be made up, but your heart has its own plans, and that is so true when you come around to you come around to the thing that when you feeling some kind of way, that's what you see. Your mind might be made up, but your heart has its own plans. So that's one of those things where you're like, okay, right, that's the right thing to say, the right thing to do. I found a post the other day. I'm trying to get to it, and I'm gonna try to see if I can get this picture to come up on the screen. Uh, it's just tough, man. In order for you to be able to do what you need to do, to be able to come to that point and say, "Hey, this is it." You know what I'm saying? Your mind might be made up, but your heart has its own plan. Man, that's deep right there. That is some deep shit that you're having these kind of conversations. That you're into this type of thing. And it's all good, man. I'm gonna leave that on the screen for a minute that you for y'all to be able to see that because that was profound. Vanna said, she on the road today, coming out philosophizing. I guess the talks that you have with me on the back porch is rubbing off on you, and you get becoming philosophical with what you talk about and what you do. You know, we're gonna get in and try to bring some people in on the next live, which I'll do here shortly. That uh, what's the name of the song, Vonna? Because I'm finna get ready to listen to it here in just a minute. And music soothes the soul. So anyway, let it roll on you. Let it be done. Hey, you guys are awesome people, man. This has been great. The conversation has been awesome today. It's been something that is needed for a lot of people for you to be able to come on here, express your feelings, to be able to say what it is that you have going on. This has been a great live. This has been therapeutic for me to be able to say what it is and what it does. Um, Karen, yeah, I'm gonna listen to that here in just a second. I know the song, but I don't guess I've listened to the words and I haven't heard that, so I'm gonna do that. Hey, we're gonna jump up off of here, but for all the other people that are listening to you to say, hey, look, we're gonna do this again later tonight. Uh, Karen, I appreciate you for calling and having the confidence in me to be able to talk to me about whatever's going on in your life. That is just true friends and trying to be what it is, uh, what it is. I try to be a friend to those that are uh, uh, to those who are friends with me. Uh, I try to listen and try not to be judgmental because it's one of the hardest things to be able to do is to say to them that uh, you uh, it's one of those points to where you cannot be judgmental of your friends because of the things that they're going through, because that makes them want to shut down on you and not communicate with you. You can't uh you can't do the things. Love all you guys, man. Uh, have a great afternoon. Be peaceful, man. We're gonna jump back on later tonight since I've got all of the kinks worked out of this thing and I'm able to talk and able to do whatever we need to do. You guys are awesome, man. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in and having this Uh, yep. Hey, Vanna, we all we got, baby. That's what you're gonna say. We're gonna have these conversations more often. It's coming up. It's getting thick. It's getting heavy. I've got the platform ready now. Hey, as you can see, it's working out really well. Just talking with Tommy is something that I am passionate about. Trying to keep going and doing this on this platform and this site. So as your day going on, remember, always talk to somebody. Find somebody that's going to listen and be a friend. And if you can do that, it makes life so much easier because you have somebody in your life that is taking you to the next level. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have a great day, and I wish you nothing but the best. And as we get ready to go out, y'all, I'm gonna hit you with the thing on here.
So cool, such a